Ripper, 2014, marks Isabel Allende's somewhat contentious venture into genre fiction. In an interview, Allende characterizes the thriller novel as a light-hearted jest or parody of the mystery genre, an admission that she neither particularly favors nor has delved into extensively, aside from a handful of more popular examples available. This perceived slight sparked an online backlash within the mystery community, encompassing both readers and writers. Stylistically, the novel presents a peculiar amalgamation of mystery conventions and literary techniques. The mystery narrative intertwines with character backgrounds and flashbacks, despite the presence of dated chapter titles that lend a sense of linearity. The plot revolves around Amanda Martine, a high school student bound for MIT, and her online gaming group, comprising her grandfather and 4 other individuals scarred by various traumas from around the world. Amanda and her friends engage in a game called Ripper, which revolves around solving fictional crimes set in 19th century London. However, when a series of intriguing real-life murders begins to unfold in their hometown of San Francisco, they decide to embark on a quest to solve them. The stakes escalate dramatically when a serial killer abducts Amanda's mother, Indiana, and time becomes a critical factor as they race against the clock to rescue her. The story commences with the line, "Mom is still alive, but she's going to be murdered at midnight on Good Friday," followed immediately by a seemingly unrelated murder that introduces the participants of the Ripper game, serving as the catalyst for their involvement in investigating actual crimes. The subsequent chapters are dedicated to the introduction of Isabel Allende's extensive ensemble of characters, crafted in the spirit of parody and often embodying genre stereotypes. These characters include Indiana Jackson, a holistic healer, described as a tall voluptuous blonde American with the looks of an inflatable doll, whose beauty captivates every man she encounters. Amanda Martine, a brilliant young woman who remains oblivious to her own beauty. Ryan Miller, a former Navy SEAL, and his loyal service dog, Attila. Alan Keller, a wealthy libertine and Indiana's longtime paramour. Blake Jackson, Amanda's grandfather, a pharmacist by profession and a part-time mystery writer. Mateusz Parisia, a painter and one of Indiana's lovers. Deputy Chief Bob Martine, Amanda's father and Indiana's ex-husband. Carol Underwater, a patient at the holistic clinic. Concurrently, a series of peculiar murders unfolds, involving a security guard, a suburban couple, and a renowned psychiatrist, all meeting their demise in unconventional ways. Despite being away at boarding school during the week, Amanda remains engaged in the investigation by maintaining contact with her grandfather. He interviews witnesses on her behalf, while she poses questions, directing him back into the field. Additionally, Amanda shares the psychiatrist's autopsy report with her friends, assigning them the task of scrutinizing the case for clues, seeking motive, means, opportunity, potential suspects, and method. Simultaneously, Bob Martine conducts an interview with the wife of the most recent victim, a beautiful supermodel who openly admits to marrying for financial gain, with the expectation of inheriting his wealth. Suspicion mounts around Indiana as she notices signs of intrusion into her apartment. Missing undergarments and displaced belongings raise alarm bells. Furthermore, she receives a gossip magazine in the mail, featuring coverage of her longtime lover, Alan, in a relationship with another woman. The unsettling sensation of being stalked begins to haunt her. As Amanda and her fellow gamers continue their investigation into the murders, they begin to suspect that the seemingly unrelated killings are, in fact, connected. Amanda's parents grow increasingly concerned about her fixation on crime, particularly her detective father, who consults a child psychologist due to these worries. Shortly after this, a judge becomes the 4th victim, solidifying the Ripper gamers' belief that a serial killer is on the loose. Meanwhile, more of Ryan's past is unveiled during a bar fight at a drag show. It is revealed that he and his service dog, Attila, served together in Afghanistan, where they were part of a disastrous Black Ops mission resulting in accidental civilian casualties. Following this traumatic event, his unit was transferred to Iraq, but the haunting memories of the Afghan village continue to torment him. He confides in Indiana about these deeply distressing experiences, drawing them closer together, especially as her relationship with Alan Keller deteriorates due to his infidelity. Stripped of his wealth and mired in debt, the reckless Alan attempts to reconcile with Indiana, proposing marriage. She requests time to consider his offer. Fearing a threat to his burgeoning relationship, Ryan confronts Alan, seeking to deter him. Soon after, Alan Keller is discovered dead, killed by a crossbow. Suspicion falls squarely on Ryan, prompting him to go into hiding. Despite the novel's opening line suggesting Indiana's imminent kidnapping, this event occurs only near the story's conclusion. As the mystery unravels, the police begin to accept the Ripper Gamers' theory that the deaths are the work of a single serial killer, whom they dub the Wolf. Following Indiana's disappearance, the killer's voice emerges in italicized sections, wherein he confesses to his crimes and reveals his motivations to his captive. The killer expresses remorse for causing Indiana's miscarriage, as she had recently learned of her pregnancy when Alan proposed to her, convincing her to marry him just before the Wolf murdered him. With time running out, the gamers piece together that the killer is a man named Lee Gillespie, who had been impersonating Carol throughout the ordeal. The intrigue deepens when they uncover that Lee, Carol, and Gary were all aliases, and the killer's true identity is Anton Farkas, with Farkas meaning wolf in Hungarian. Amanda contacts her father to relay this crucial information. Meanwhile, still on the run, Ryan has clandestinely joined the gamers under the online persona of Jezebel, a secret known only to Amanda and Blake. As they pinpoint Indiana's location, Ryan embarks on a daring rescue mission, accompanied by his loyal companion, Attila. Upon reaching Indiana, who has been bound to a cross reminiscent of Good Friday but is gravely wounded by the Wolf, a deadly confrontation ensues. Attila takes swift action, attacking Gary and fatally injuring him. Although the police are en route and only minutes away, they arrive too late to save Ryan. With the mystery finally resolved, the Ripper Gamers decide to play one last time before going their separate ways until the winter holidays. Indiana keeps Attila, Amanda pursues her studies at MIT, and Blake documents the entire harrowing tale in a novel titled Rip. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.